PMC the regime hired is French, isn't it?
It sure is. Pieuvre armement. Octopus armaments. Why?
On this battlefield ad I'm looking at, it's written in French. Les tentacules de la pieuvre pour votre guerre. It means something like arms of the octopus, arms for your war.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Fluent in 6 languages. You know, I bet the octopus never saw it coming. Somebody using its limbs to design a wartime advertisement?
You use what you can. That's what we humans do.
Sounds like something a Procure on-site expert would say.
Is that so, Otacon?
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Rose here. How's it going?
Super.
It looks like your psych has dropped. Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Snake, the gauge below your life gauge is your psych gauge.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Then you'll hear it again. The psych gauge affects the rate at which your life gauge recovers. In other words, how fast your wounds heal. It also greatly influences how well you perform various actions. When your psych gauge is full, your life recovers quickly and you shouldn't have any problems doing what you need to do. Remember, your body isn't the only thing driving your performance. Your mind is every bit as important.
Hey, I don't let my mental state affect my combat efficiency.
You may think that, Snake, but the truth is, you're not as young as you used to be.
Could have fooled me.
It's your psyche that's keeping you alive inside. So you better take it seriously. Keep a close eye on your psych gauge.
All right, all right.
Rose here. How's it going?
Super.
Your psyche is in excellent condition. Everything looks good to go.
Great, thanks.
Snake, you're a smoker, aren't you?
Not this again.
Just hear me out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want someone smoking in front of my kids, of course, but from a stress management perspective, smoking is obviously an effective relaxation measure for people like you. It actually raised your psyche, didn't it?
Yeah.
But even so, I'm not going to downplay its effects on your health. Your life gauge actually went down, didn't it? And the smell of tobacco can attract the enemy.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Think carefully before lighting up, Snake. I'll leave it at that.
Snake, that looks like a PMC-run prison camp. It's safe to assume that it's under extremely tight security. Any sign of prisoners?
Yeah, I saw some guys who fit the bill. Otacon, with security like this, you'd think there'd be an arms locker or something, wouldn't you?
Don't tell me you're looking for weapons. Look, if I was in your shoes, I'd be using this opportunity to get the heck out of there.
But I have to do what's best given the circumstances.
I'm not arguing. The decision's yours. Just be careful, that's all.
Rose, I keep getting these visions of being stabbed to death whenever I see a knife. It's not quite déjà vu, but just seeing one of those things gives me a feeling like I'm being stabbed.
I see. It's said that the shorter the physical distance between you and the enemy, the stronger your psychological resistance to violence becomes. It may be that the knife symbolizes close quarters combat, and it's evoking an image of your own death.
So, my subconscious is warning me not to get gutted?
Perhaps. It's only a theory.
Wasn't real high on my to-do list anyway.
I know, Snake. If you encounter an enemy with a knife, watch out. What could you do? Let's see. You could avoid standing directly in front of them, or roll to the side, or step back to avoid a close quarters attack. I know it must sound funny for me to be giving you this kind of advice.
No, it's good advice. I think it's helping.
Contact me anytime.
Snake, these enhanced soldiers seem to be using some sort of device to cling to the walls.
Doesn't look like they have spikes or suction cups.
This is only a guess, but I think their gloves and boots might have some mechanism that employs van der Waals force. It's a type of mutual interaction that occurs between two electrically neutral particles. Geckos use it to crawl up walls and across ceilings.
Oh, that kind of gecko. But those things are a hell of a lot lighter than a human.
Well, around 10 years ago, I read about an experiment where they reportedly suspended an object weighing 100 grams using a 5mm square piece of adhesive tape. Assuming the technology's advanced since then, I don't see why these guys couldn't be climbing all over the walls.
Otacon, what about Vamp? How he ran up that support pillar in the big shell. You think that's how he did it?
You mean, did he have this technology? He could have, yeah.
So it wasn't that he had some freak supernatural powers.
Hey, when technology starts to test the limits of our imagination, what's the difference?
Yes, Snake?
Just here for my checkup.
You've lost quite a bit of psych. You ought to do something about that.
Right.
One method of stress management is to get your mind off the problem for a while. Watch TV or a movie. Look at paintings or pretty scenery. Get some rest. Take a break. Keep yourself busy with a hobby. All these things work well, but bear in mind they're really nothing more than emergency stopgap measures. There's still the matter of getting to the root of the problem.
I don't see any TVs around here. And the scenery...
Well, how about paintings or sculptures? Or listening to music, that works too. Or sometimes it helps if you stand by a river or a pond. Look around for a place or site that might help you recover your psyche.